records in this one, and it's going to feature a couple of swimmers who were neck and neck in the 100 back in Rio. On the medal stand, Kathleen Baker took the silver, just 1/100th behind in a tie for bronze with China's Fu Yanhui. That's Kylie Moss, who's in lane 5, right next to each other.
Yeah, Kathleen Baker's had such a tremendous year in her sophomore year at Cal, won 3 events, NCAA Swimmer of the Year there, and has really improved here in the 200 back. Obviously winning the 200-yard back at those NCAA championships. A little different in 200 yards than 200 meters, but certainly improving here.
In lane 1, we have Claudia Lau of Hong Kong, a Rio Olympian and Hong Kong's national record holder in the 200 back. Lane 2, Allie Howard, junior this year at Stanford. She stunned the swimming world in February, breaking the 100-yard back record of the Pac-12 championships set by Natalie Coughlin. Lane 3, Erin Voss, a freshman this year at Stanford. 5 Stanford swimmers in this one, 1 from Cal. Voss second in the 200 back in both Mesa and Atlanta, the Arena Pro Swim Series. Lane 4, Reagan Smith, just turned 15 in February. She's from Lakeville, Minnesota. Age 10, she became the first female swimmer to go sub 1 minute in the 100-yard back, just a year after the first male swimmer did it. Kylie Moss in lane 5. Spoke with her coach Byron McDonald last night. He says she likes muscles. I don't mean biceps, I mean muscles like clams. Lane 6, Kathleen Baker, sophomore this year at Cal, 2-time Olympic medalist, silver in the 100 back, gold in the 400 medley relay. Hillary Caldwell in lane 7. Keep an eye on her when Maya Dorado stunned us all by out-touching Katinka Hosu in Rio in the 200 back. Caldwell took the bronze. Ali Zekley is in lane 8. Her prelim time of 2:12.40, 4.5 seconds faster than her time at Olympic trials a year ago. Again, her times continue to drop. And then Janet Hoos in lane 9, junior this year at Stanford, grew up training with Ledecky at Nation's Capital Central.
Reagan Smith, 15 years of age. One of 2 teenagers rather, in this field. Canadians are swimming so well now. It's really been a resurgence for Canada the last couple years, especially on the women's side. Penny Alexiak, who tied for the gold medal in the 100 free, and now you've got Moss and Caldwell, who come in the 2nd and 4th fastest times in the world this year. You mentioned Caldwell's bronze medal from last summer, and now Kylie Moss is all of a sudden really starting to make her move. She's the 2nd fastest in the world.
She's the North American record holder in the 100 back. At the Canadian World Championship trials in April, she swam a 58.21. That moved her past Missy Franklin. Moss's 3rd fastest time in history, trailing only Gemma Spofford and Anastasia Fezikova, both of whom swam their times in the super suit year of 2009. That's in the 100 back. Here she is in the 200 back, Kylie Moss.
Baker is right on that lane line. You see her right there in lane number 6. She just got tugged in, and I think she even ended up bumping into it. A little surprised because the sun is not affecting her there, but again, so hard to swim outside. You're constantly trying to look. She's used to it, no doubt about it. It's going to be very tough to beat somebody like Caldwell and Moss. Both of them best times at 2:06 plus for Caldwell, 2:07 low. For Moss, best time for Kathleen Baker is 2:09, so they're well ahead as far as best times go on the board.
Hillary Caldwell participated in the London Games, didn't make a final, won bronze at the 2013 Worlds, and then was a disappointing 7th in the 200 back at the 2015 Worlds in Russia. But then again, she took bronze in Rio.
Really like the way Reagan Smith up there in lane number 4 is looking. The young 15-year-old is really hanging tough right now. Her best time, 2:09.7. She's hanging in there. She's not going to win this race, but she's having a good one.
The Canadian Hillary Caldwell in lane 7, coming toward the finish here in the 200 back. The bronze medalist in Rio, and it's a time of 2:09.2. She's already the 4th fastest performer in the world this year. Otherwise, that would have her in the 9th slot. So another good swim for Hillary Caldwell.
Yeah, another good swim for the Canadians. They go 1-3 here, but How about Regan Smith at 15, squeezing in there to get second by 6/100ths of a second, just off her best time. You can see Baker going on the 100 sign right up there against the lane line. She still weaves over there, and then yes, right against. You see the lane line start to move over a little bit? That's what happens when she scooted up and hit the shoulders on the lane line. And then she tried to move back over the middle. She knew she hit it. Not sure it would have really mattered, but Caldwell took charge here in that third 50, and then it was smooth sailing from then on. But again, another great swim for the youngster in Smith from Lakeville, Minnesota, swims for Riptide Aquatics. And Hillary Caldwell follows up that tremendous bronze medal performance last summer with a big win here tonight.
And Hillary's on with us. Is this where you want to be at this point? Do you consider that a pretty strong swim heading into the Worlds in Budapest coming up in July?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was racing in Vancouver last weekend, and I was about a 2:10, so wanted to bring that down this weekend. And then we have one more meet before Worlds this summer, so hopefully keep progressing through to Budapest.
I know you're thrilled with the resurgence of women swimming in Canada with Penny Lexiak and, of course, Kylie and yourself. How do you explain that?
I think it just, once you get the ball rolling, the momentum is so much easier to carry. And I kept saying last summer that once it came to my turn by day 6, day 7 for the 200 back, we'd had so many girls on the podium, it had become a normal thing. And I was like, well, I got to do this too. It should be no problem. So right. It's so great to have that kind of momentum, and our trials was good. So it'll be exciting this summer for sure.
Okay, thanks a lot, Hillary, and good luck.
Thank you so much.
All right, Hillary Caldwell, and she wins the 200 back. And that's her third win in this event in the Arena Pro Swim Series this year, also having won it in Austin and Indianapolis.